Look, man, Hassan, you need to stop poking at people and then when they respond to you or when they get agitated with you poking at them, play victim. I noticed, man, you do a good job at standing up for the people. You do a good job and you're very passionate about, the industry, the music industry, but then, you get drunk or you'll start feeling yourself one day. And you do this quite often where you just start feeling yourself where you get drunk and then you don't care and you start calling people out. And then you talk like it's on a personal level. And then your excuse is, oh, I can't bite my tongue because it hurts. Bro, you know when to keep your mouth shut when you really need to. You know when it's time to keep your mouth shut. But for some reason, you don't feel that you need to keep your mouth shut when it comes to you addressing certain things the way you address them. And what I mean is, when you're talking about the music industry, we all understand what the music industry is all about and what they do. But yet, you take it to another level and you start getting this arrogance about yourself, like this tough guy persona. Then you start bringing up how much of a goon you used to be and how much you've changed. And so they're supposed to look at how you changed because you're not a goon like how you used to be. The thing is, though, if you're not trying to glorify that lifestyle, then why do you keep talking about how much of a goon you used to be? Because you're being a hypocrite. Because those rappers that are talking about bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks, you know how long ago Snoop Dogg said that? That was back in 93, and you still bring that up. You still bring up Snoop saying bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. And then you talk about how Jeezy said trap or die. That was in the 2000s, bro. It's 2020 right now. When did he drop that? In like 2002 or something? 2004, I don't know, something like that. And you're still, no, what that was, yeah, that was about 2005 or 6 or something like that when he dropped that, maybe. And you're still talking about what Jeezy said years ago. So you're bringing up people's past and you're trying to justify that being the reason why you have this quarrel with the Baphomet demonic music industry, which everyone is pretty much aware of now. But a lot of these people still choose to, sign up for it because they see how it can get them out of the ghetto. It can feed their family. If they can, get a pretty good deal, hey, $1 million better than nothing. So hey, some people look at it as like, hey, fuck it, I'll just make a rap album. Hey, give me $1 million, they take the rest, I can start something else. Some people really, really want to be in the rap game. They really, really want to be a part of that fame. Some people just want to make a hit just to get some quick money and get out. Let people do what they choose. But for some reason, you get stuck and you get all personal. And then when people start showing up at your door because you're running your mouth too fucking much, or excuse me, when you're running your mouth too much, then all of a sudden you want to play victim. Oh, guys, look how they came. Oh, my God, all I'm doing is trying to tell people how the industry is, leading our kids to the hellfire. And, oh, my gosh. And, bro, stop it. Stop it. You play victim way too much, man. You like to throw your rocks and hide your hand, man. And yeah, you will stand up for what you're saying and you will stand behind it. But when the heat starts to get hotter, you like to backpedal it a little bit and try to sugarcoat your words. Just like when you were disrespecting FBG Duck's mother. Then all of a sudden, oh no, I wasn't disrespecting her. I was just saying how, she shouldn't lie and say that her son's not a gangbanger when she knows that her son was gangbanging. Nah, you said a lot more than that, bro. You said a lot more than that about FBG Duck's mother. But then when you were put on the spot, all of a sudden, you want to try to flip it and make you out to be the victim once again. And so you take people through this roller coaster of up and down to keep them interested. Got a little something on my teeth. Do I? Anyway. Gotta go brush my teeth. Ate some chocolate. Anyway. But yeah, man. You gotta cut that shit out. You do that time and time over and over and over and over and over again. And it's about time someone just tell you, look, man, cut the bull, stand up like a man, stop being childish, grow up, get it together, man. And if it weren't for this YouTube, then what would you be doing? Because you like to talk about drug dealers all the time. Oh, man, drug dealers are this and that, and they're poisoning the hood, and this and that, and all that. There's some people that's out there struggling right now. It's COVID. Jobs are scarce. And you're talking about drug dealers, and you're talking about people's other means of making money. And then when somebody starts YouTubing, all of a sudden they want to be like you. They may bring up a topic, or they may bring up a subject that you brought up before. And all of a sudden now they want to be like you. They're following you. Over one or two things. Come on, man. Stop it. The world doesn't revolve around you, bro. Cut it out. That's my take on you. And with the my son situation, you keep talking about my son. Bro, you've been having his name in your mouth for a long time. He finally gets back at you, and then now all of a sudden you want to flip it around and make it seem like he's such a bad guy. And, ooh, he's supposed to be an activist, and look at what he's saying to me. Come on, dude. You knew what you were getting into. You knew what you were asking for. You knew pretty much basically how he'd respond. And you kept poking at him and kept poking at him and kept poking at him. That's because you looked at him as a hero. That's because you weren't raised with the proper father figure. You were raised by someone who you shouldn't have been raised by, as far as a father figure goes. And we all know who that is. That's African Bambaataa. But the thing is, there comes a time when you stop making excuses. There comes a time when you grow up and stop trying to justify your actions. There comes a time when you just admit what you're doing and stop it. But what it is that you're afraid to lose your audience. That's exactly what it is. You're afraid to lose your audience, man. So you take them through this emotional roller coaster to keep them interested. Kind of like how the industry does people. And then you call other people out on the same. You know what? It's funny. You do the same things that other people do, and you call them out on what they do, but yet you justify it when you do it. And people tell you that in the comments all day. But see, people just aren't being straight with you. What they want to talk about is you in the African Bambaataa situation. Someone needs to put it to you like how I'm putting it to you, Hassan. Cut it out. Grow up. Be a man. You're a child raising children. You need to be a man. You need to grow up and be a man, a real man. I'm talking about it up here in your mentality, man. You're still stuck. You're in a sunken place. You just don't recognize it because you're too busy pointing fingers at everyone else. If someone intimidates you You point the finger at them. You start poking at them. Stop being like that, man. Get that woman up out of you. Become a man.